England is trying to keep the brave face. Now, that may be tough considering how things stand at the Oval. India may be down 6 wickets, or they might have gotten dismissed earlier today, but England would not have a smile on their faces just yet. In fact, this series itself has been a roller coaster ride of emotions for the hosts. What started with a strut and a motion full of confidence reaching sky high has taken a bit of a hit, one test at a time. The latest one was this. Chris Woakes' injury puts a spanner in the works for England. He's their senior-most bowler, the leader of the pack. His presence has been invaluable. And to see him carrying his arm in his sweater, wincing in pain as he walked out of the ground, would be another nail being driven into England's hearts. England resembled a beleaguered bunch earlier. All that intimidation, the taunts, the jibes and bravado seemed to have dissipated. They lost their lead spinner after Lord's. Shoaib Bashir struggled through his damaged fingers to be there and see through the test. Now, while they got on the right side of the result there, his participation came to an end in the series. He was not there when his team turned into petulant bullies in the following test at Manchester. In fact, that mayhem at Manchester produced a lot of backlash. Ben Stokes, the captain on that test, came under fire and had to address some of this in the press conference later.
Two lads in Jadeja and Washington played incredibly well. So, you sort of understand as to why, as they wanted to stay out there and get their hundreds. But I am not going to bowl my bowlers in a situation where we can't win the game. I don't have regrets.
The irony, of course, is that he couldn't stay on to course correct or play for redemption. The biggest blow England experienced in this series came before this test started. Captain Ben Stokes had to sit out of this one, and that seems to have taken all the steam out of England's will. He was their best player in the last match. He was their most aggressive leader. He was setting it all up for the final showdown at the Oval to close out the series on a high, lead from the front. But it was not to be. Ollie Pope is surely facing some challenge and heat as the captain here in this last test. He may have got Stokes' luck with the toss, but England really could not capitalize on the conditions that they wanted, that they asked for. It was zippy on the track, it was overcast, yet Karun Nair came in the way. He was standing resolute and he really stitched a bit of a fight back before England sort of pulled back earlier today. But is England losing control of the last test? Sure, the batters are trying their best. They're standing guard there to take this through as much as they can, push the limits. But it feels like they started the tour with their foot hard on the pedal, but certain events and a few setbacks along the way has ended up deflating them. They were probably too invested in inflicting emotional damage to their opposition, to India, that they probably forgot that they needed to keep the physical damage as priority via their performance. Hit them where it really matters. They should have done more than what they achieved to do on day one. They tried to make amends earlier today, and going by how things look, Ollie Pope seems out of his depth as captain in the field. But can he really turn it round with his batting lineup? Something India can smell, and they will look to pounce on as the test progresses.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaijmo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish,
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.